Hi everyone, Lori Whitlock here. In this video, I'd like to introduce you to my Merry Christmas pop-up card. This card is really cute because when you open it up, there's this beautiful pop-up Merry Christmas that stands up in the middle of the card. This can be added to any Christmas card. You could decorate the outside any way you would like. Included in the die is this beautiful tree with the stitching around it and a really pretty detailed ornate snowflake. So, like I said, when you open it up, you get this cute Merry cut into the back of the card and this pop-out Christmas and a darling little snowflake back here. For a really reasonable price, you get this amazing, beautiful pop-up card. So let's get started putting this together. This assembles very similarly and will actually just like my birthday set that I just released last month. So it's really not any different. If you know how to put that one together, you'll know how to put this one together as well. But let's go ahead and run through the whole process so that you can do it on your own. So in order to make this card, we're going to need to cut a card base. So we're going to do 5.5 by 8.5. That's exactly half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So cardstock, you can cut that right in half, and then you're going to score that in half at 4 1/4. So we're going to make another insert that goes inside of our card that's 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. So we're going to take off 1/4 inch on each of those dimensions. So instead of being 5.5, we're going to do 5 1/4. So we'll go ahead and cut that at 5 1/4. And then you have more than enough to make a second card insert with the other half. And then on this direction, we had it as 8.5, so we're going to do 8 1/4. So it's 8.5 now. We're going to take off exactly 1/4 inch. Okay, so that is our insert sheet, and you can see that that is 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. So now we just need to mark our center line where we're going to place our die before we cut our Merry Christmas pop-out. So if this is 8 1/4, we're going to go 4 1/8. 4 1/8. That is going to be the center. And I am just going to mark that. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to mark that with my pencil right here on each side. Just kind of so I can line up my die with that. And if you need to draw a line a little bit farther, you can just put that right up against your ruler and just draw a little bit of a line, and you can erase that later. You don't want to fold here yet, but you do want to mark it. So now we're going to go ahead and cut our card insert. I'll turn it this way so I can crank that handle. So I'm going to put my paper down on my platform, and then I'm going to take my Merry Christmas pop-up insert piece. And I'm going to line that up, these two little points on the side. I'm going to line that up with my line through the middle. And you can see where I could have drawn that just a little bit wider on each side, but I think I can eyeball it pretty well. Just line that up with your line. And it would probably be a little easier to have that just a little longer because you want your card to fold properly right in half. So let's go ahead and push that through our machine. Go ahead and move the machine out of the way. And we'll take our cut and take our die off. And you can see that that cuts out all those negative spaces from the letters so you can read the words. So we'll go ahead and clean that out. And the next thing we'll be doing is we've got to score right here where we have those two sides, and then we'll fold everything to create the pop-up. Okay, let's go ahead and take this one and let's grab, I'm going to use my ruler again. And I'm going to score right in that groove just between the edge of the card and the beginning of the cut there. I'm actually gonna just set that down and try and get my bone folder in the groove there. Okay, once I have that scored right in the middle, you can just start forming that fold on the two sides. But in the meantime, you want to push those letters of Christmas forward, so because we want those to stand up. And this is the trickiest part of this card for sure, is getting all of these folds going in the right directions without getting any extra folds where we don't want them. So just be patient as you're doing this. Let's fold Christmas down, and it's best to just get a good crease on that. So fold it all the way down to the table if possible. And then on the next section, we're gonna flip it and we want Christmas to go the other way. Let's see. We want Christmas to go this way, back. And then we want Mary to do the same thing we did on Christmas there. Let's see, what's the best way to do that? This way here. Okay, so at this point, we should be able to kind of get our card trained to fold right in half. Get all those letters going the right way. And as you're folding it in half on those two side score lines, get your Merry and your Christmas going all the right directions there. And it's looking good. Okay, and I'm going to use just an extra piece of paper to put between me and my project and just kind of press everything down. And then you can see what we've got. We've got our Merry Christmas popping up the way we want to. And now we can erase those little marks on the sides. And then we're ready to glue that into the inside of our card base. See how cool that works? So when you're gluing it, you want to make sure that you put adhesive on all the areas around, but not on any of the cut areas. So just up the sides and around here. You can even put it on the Merry letters if you'd like, because that's going to glue to the back of the card. And then you can go ahead and glue that side down and then put some adhesive on this half and go ahead and close the card and it'll glue to the other half. So in the end, you're going to end up with your Merry Christmas like this. Now, you'll notice on this one, we made a second set of the Merry Christmas letters and just cut the top and the bottom off and just glued them on individually to get that extra color pop. But look how gorgeous it is in just white. There's no need to do that if you don't want to. Anyways, I hope you enjoy making this darling Christmas card this holiday season. I hope that you have fun decorating the outside. You can of course use the cute trees and snowflakes that I provided in the die, but there are lots of other adorable card designs that you could do on the outside of this darling pop-up. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you all in another video. Bye-bye.